Greetings, witches. And yes, I was playing that with my right hand. Still haven't got quite the movement there. It's a little stiff still, but that's being played with my right hand. How cool is that? Okay, so I want to talk to you today about mantra. Mantra. What is a mantra? A mantra is a group of words or one word, and it's something you repeat to affect an outcome. Basically, that's what a mantra is. They can come in many forms, many languages. If you're part of our witchcraft group, you'll know that we use different mantra for deity, for invoking planets. You know, we use all manner. I use a lot of Gurumiki and Sanskrit, but we also use English mantra. I've used Latin before. Murphy outside. I think he said somebody likes. So there's two mantra that I want to talk to you about today. The first one is one for prosperity, and the second one is it's a transformational mantra. So for any of our advanced witches out there, perfect for that work. Okay. Okay. So first mantra. It's spelt H-A-R, but the way you say it, you don't say it because it's hara. So you don't use your mouth to make the sound. You use your tongue against the roof of your mouth. So it's more, if you were going to say it with your mouth, it would be hara, hara, hara. Yeah, that kind of strangeness with the gob. But when you use your tongue, because when you are using ancient languages, where your tongue falls in the mouth, especially with Sanskrit and Gurumiki, it actually touches pressure points in your mouth, which kind of they supercharge the mantra. Yeah. So when you say the word hara, 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 your lips don't move. Your tongue doing the work. Hara, 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 hara. And it's hitting the roof of your mouth. You can roll the R a little bit if you like. It's entirely up to you. And the idea is that when you make that sound, you're not making it from your throat. It's coming from your solar plexus. So if you're familiar with the breath of fire, it's that very similar movement of the diaphragm moving in and up to push the sound out. So it would sound a little bit like this. Hara, 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 hara. So the movement of the diaphragm in and up is what pushes the air over your vocal cords, which then comes out of your mouth. And where the tongue is situated in the mouth, hara, 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 is what gives it the sound. So I want you to try that. I want you to try that now. Now again, you can do this mantra for anywhere between 3 and 11 minutes. Now, as we know, have I got that to hand? No, because my phone's over there. Really good. As we know, let me just go and grab that for you. Bear with. Meditation minutes. minutes. Where is it? There it is. Bear with. So 3 minutes. You affect your circulation and your blood chemistry. After 11 minutes, or in 11 minutes, you get the pituitary gland, which is why we're doing this one for 11 minutes, because you're tapping the portal, the gateway, yeah? And the nerves as well, they start to learn and change. 22 minutes, your 3 minds. So that's left, right, middle, yeah? We talk about this in the advanced witchcraft. They start to integrate and work together. 31 minutes affects your whole mind and your aura, and they become in sync, so they become balanced, yeah? 37.5 minutes, that half is extra important. What that does is it reflects from your aura to infinity and then back again. So, excuse me, got itchy nose. So it stimulates the inner sound, yeah, of your whole being. In 62 minutes, now I love this one the most, your shadow and your or both sides of you come together, yeah, because that's where the power is. You know, rainbows and unicorns are great, but you need your shadow side because it is a part of you as much as it is outside in nature. You know, there's shadow everywhere, and it's important that we integrate those. Again, we touch on that in the advanced witchcraft course. In 2.5 hours now, the thought of man is you can do static mudra with it, but it's more powerful when you do it with a moving mudra. Yeah, moving mudra. So after 2.5 hours, what this does is that it completes that whole cycle. So it goes from inside to outside and back again, and it holds that. And it also infiltrates the subconscious, which is where all our shit comes from, yeah? So if you're changing the vibration or frequency of your subconscious, that can only be a good thing, okay? So, back to Hara. So, while you're doing the mantra, now bear with me because I have a lot of flexibility in my wrist now, but it's still a little bit stiff. So, when you're doing your Hara mantra from the solar plexus, yeah, using the tongue on the roof of the mouth, the mudra, now I'm going to show it up here, but you'd normally do it kind of a little bit lower down, yeah? And some people even do it around by the second chakra, which corresponds to water. And if you're linking it in with the base chakra, that's all about the manifesting, okay? So when you're doing your mudra, now you want your... Let me just get this right. You've got the left that crosses... No, sorry, right crosses under the left. Okay, so mirror it round, yeah. So when you are doing your mantra, what we're doing is we're creating like I suppose the way I kind of see it is like a manifestation ball, yeah. So you're putting all your energy, all your Hara energy, which is prosperity, by the way. You're putting it into a ball, and with your eyes, your focus is that ball, yeah? So that is your focus. And you might see colours, you might see shapes, you might see all kinds of things. But the idea is that we're creating that. And you have your eyes partially closed while you're doing this, yeah? But the idea is that you're knocking your hands together. So when your hands are facing downward and you've got that cross of the thumbs, yeah, with the right thumb underneath the left thumb, what that's doing is it's touching the index fingers, which are Jupiter, yeah? When the palms face up, you've got pinky fingers, which are Mercury, and also the moon, which is at the bottom of the palms here, touching, yeah? And if you slightly knock them together, yeah, it's like you're activating that, okay? Like that, okay? Now, why is Mercury important? And because we all know about Jupiter being important for manifesting, yeah? Let me just make sure that you can see that. So, right thumb is under the left. Oh, thank you. I've got a parcel. So you see that? Now, please excuse this hand. I still haven't got full rotation of that. But what you would have normally, let me just show you like that, is you would bring them together like that. So they would be equal, yeah. But I haven't quite got that range of motion yet. So, Mercury is as important as Jupiter for prosperity. Because although Jupiter is expansion and prosperity and abundance, that brings it in. But then if you want to kind of hold it for a while, you need the energy of Mercury as well. Because that is the energy of storing it, if you like. Because you want to be able to store it, maybe build it up a bit, and then put it back out there, yeah? Moon is important because obviously she waxes and wanes, so you are expanding or contracting, yeah? So if you really wanted to get super specific, you could do this on a waxing moon. You could time it to particular days of the week. So you could do it on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Thursday. On a Monday, you do it within the hour of the moon. On a Wednesday, you do it within the hour of Mercury. And on a Thursday, you do it within the hour of Jupiter. Yeah? So you can super tweak it. Super tweak it. I like that. So we're going to do... I've got a timer on me. It's over there. So we're going to do 3 minutes. Okay? Now... Obviously, if you want to do it for longer, do it up to 11 minutes. Yeah, because that's all you really need. Yeah. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, I don't know, get a massive sum of money in, you could go the full 2.5 hours. But is that really necessary? I don't know. Experiment with it. See what works. Okay. So I'm going to start up here. Right thumb under the left thumb. So... It's a little visual aid, yeah? When you are making the sound, and your solar plexus is moving in and up, think of it. Some of you might not know this. Some of you might not remember this. But on the old lawnmowers, yeah? The old petrol lawnmowers, you'd have a handle and you'd pull it, yeah? I suppose the only other ways I could describe that would be, I don't know, like a ripcord. So you're pulling it back. So that's the motion of your solar plexus, sort of your your muscle that is moving backwards and upwards. Okay, your solar plexus. Your oh, words today have disappeared. Anyway, that's the motion, yeah? So you get something that sounds like hada, 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 hada. Okay? So we're going to do 3 minutes. So start up here. Right thumb under left thumb. So the eyes are slightly closed. So I'm doing this up here so you can see, but normally it would be around the heart or down by the second chakra. Okay, but I'm doing it up here so you can see. All right. Hara, 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 hara. So release the hands and you take a breath in. You can suspend the breath and pull up your bandha here, if you know that. And then release. Very, very powerful mantra, that one. And what's really interesting, has been an integral part of my physiotherapy that I've been doing on myself, because it's that motion, that wrist motion, which is really interesting. So that's hara. Okay, so the other one that I want to talk about, the transformational one, not that they're not all transformational, but you know, they do different things. So let me just find it. Sa ta na ma. Now this one is the one where we use the fingers, normally kind of around the heart line center. Yeah, so sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma. So what this does is it takes those primal sounds, sa, ta, na, ma, and it connects us to nature, basically. So the person who came up with these, you know, the first time ever, must have been a witch, don't you think? So what is really amazing about this is it's the cycle. Wizard links it to witchcraft again, yeah, because we have the wheel of the year, we have the turning of the wheel, the seasons, there is the turning of the wheel of your life, you know, even to from the smallest cell in your body. It has a life cycle. That's why they call it a cycle, because it's a circle. Yeah. So this mantra taps into that energy. Sa is the beginning, that everything that ever was, is, or will be. Excuse me. Ta is creativity that comes from divine source. It's life. It's your whole existence. Yeah. Na is death, change, transformation. So your movement of your conscious from one place to the next, your soul. Ma is rebirth. Yeah. So what is when I say rebirth, that's that big transformation, that A to B. Yeah. So that's regeneration, resurrection, which is infinite. It's infinity. Yeah. So sa, ta, na, ma. Yeah. So we touch the fingers to the thumb. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 And what you can do, you can work on it from your internal perspective, so that's saying it in your mind, to affecting your aura and those closest to you by whispering. And then if you want to affect your outer world, your outer world, then you speak it loudly or sing it. It can be sung. If you go on YouTube and look up Mantra Girl, she has a very cool chant that is sung for this particular mantra. Now, in Kundalini Yoga, this is one of the most important kind of meditations that you can learn. And what is quite amazing is that if you love working with planetary energies, this completely integrates that, because that's Jupiter, Saturn, Sun, Mercury. Yeah. So the Jupiter brings in knowledge, expands, because it's all about expansion. Even when we're working with the retrograde Jupiter energy, that's inner expansion, not outer expansion. Yeah. So it expands our field of possibilities and releases us from limitations, whether that's inner limitations or outer limitations. Yeah. So that's Jupiter. Saturn is structure, yes, but within that structure, when you're building a structure, what does that take? That takes patience, wisdom. Yeah. And at the moment we're working with, just double check that. Excuse me, my nose is very itchy today. Where is that naughty? Yes, we're working with Saturn retro, Pluto as well. Sorry about that. Knocking everything over. So that's that inner focus again, which when Saturn is in retrograde, that is more about your freedoms. So having unlimited possibilities and really looking like to the future. Where do you want to go? So that's Saturn. Sun is all about vitality, being alive, because without the sun, we would have none of that. Yeah. And then Mercury, which is your little finger, is all about communication. And again, when Mercury is retrograde, that brings that attention to those things. Yeah. Obviously, the sun doesn't go retrograde. Might go supernova, but it won't go retrograde. So, excuse me, itchy nose. So every time you bring sa, ta, na, ma to the thumb. So you bring the thumb and the finger together. What that does is it affects your consciousness. Yeah. Thank you. So if you want to add another layer to it, you can imagine that source energy. It's the sound that comes from the ether. But I would say bring the sound down through your top chakras. Yeah. So whether you're saying it internally or whether you're whispering or saying or singing it out loud, imagine that sound kind of here. Yeah. That makes sense. And you can experience many different things while you're doing this mantra. I've had like big energy stuff happen through this mantra. Usually at the end when you stop. Yeah. So when you get to the end and you stop, that's when the stuff will come in. Normally. I mean, it's different for everybody. So it might be the other way around. You might get it as you're still doing it. Always have the eyes closed when you're doing this mantra as well. A lot of mantra are done with the eyes closed. Some are done with the eyes a little bit open, but mainly done with the eyes closed. So if you're timing it, what sort of timing are we looking at? Well, you can do 11 minutes. 11 minutes is good, and I think the Mantra Girl track is just under 11. No, actually, her track is about 6 minutes. So you want to do it for a little bit longer, yeah. So if you're doing it for 11 minutes, for example, you could do 2 minutes where you're saying it out loud, 2 minutes as a whisper, 3 minutes as a silent chant, still keeping that going, and still moving the tongue in the mouth. Satanama. Satanama. So you do that, but you be saying it internally, yeah? Yeah, like that. So then you do 2 minutes as a whisper again, then 2 minutes doing it out loud, and then sit, yeah? And when you're sitting afterwards, yeah, the mudra stops, yeah? Quite amazing. Have to say, quite an amazing mantra. Give it a go. Yeah. Our advanced switches, what I will also do is I will post the Mantra Girl track for you up in our ongoing learning, so that you've got that there if you want to use it. There are other people out there who do these mantra and put them up on YouTube, but I just really like Mantra Girl stuff because it's upbeat and it's, you know, it's not traditional. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you find it useful, and there will be many more as well. I have many chants that, you know, can affect change through your life. So give them a go, see how you go, and, you know, if you've got any questions or you want to share any of your stuff, comment below. Our advanced switches, all this stuff will be in your ongoing learning. If this is on Facebook, then comment below if you've got anything to say. If you're on thepathofwitchcraft.com, which is our social media platform just for witches, you can comment below. If you're on Pinterest, comment below. So if you're interested in any of our courses, the transformational one is the Advanced Witchcraft course. You can go to thewitchesbazaar.com, and then if you go up to the navigation bar and go to the bazaar, our courses, and then scroll right down to the bottom, you can click, you can have a little look there, and then you can click on the links to go and sign up for our amazing transformational course, because it is amazing, and Our witches are doing some amazing stuff. They really are. As part, I think we've got 4 places left. If you want to qualify for a free soul realignment reading, soul realignment is deep soul level healing. It's not spiritual gaffer tape. Okay, it's amazingly powerful healing work. Okay. So if you want to get access to a free soul realignment course, then go and grab your advanced witchcraft subscription right now, because we do offer subscription on our courses now, on our foundation course and on the advanced witchcraft course. You can do it by subscription if you can't afford to pay for it in one lump sum. Okay. So yeah, if you want to grab your free soul realignment reading, there's only 4 spaces left to go do that, because it was the first 10 and we've had 6 people, so you need to come and grab it. If you're interested in a foundation course, then our Curious Novice course is on the same page, on our courses page on thewitchesbazaar.com. If you're interested in signing up for our witchcraft social media platform, it's thepathofwitchcraft.com. Okay, it is new, so it's still growing, but we have a growing audience, and people are sharing stuff, so it's gonna be amazing. It's growing already. Okay, so come and check us out. Don't be scared. We won't bite, not a lot anyway. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. Use the mantra, they're very powerful. I'm going to say be fearless and stay witchy. Blessings all.